Hi there! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ohana, and today I'm going to be talking about how to stay organized in college. I'm really excited to talk about this because I've been in college for 3 years now, so I'm going to be a senior this upcoming year, and I have had a lot of trial and error when it comes to different organization methods. And I just wanted to give you a little disclaimer that I definitely don't think there's like a one-size-fits-all method to stay organized. There's a lot of different strategies that work for different people, but I thought it might be helpful to just let you know what has worked for me. So if you're looking for a way to organize yourself or different recommendations about what is really helpful to stay organized and on the path for success in college, you can keep on with this video and hopefully I can help you. So my first method to stay organized in college is to decrease the amount of things that you need to carry around on a daily basis. Sometimes you will be so busy, you won't have time to come back to your apartment or your dorm room until very late. And because of that, I think it's just really important to not really have that many things to worry about lugging around with you all day. It gets really heavy and it's just super inconvenient if you forget something. And so I personally invested in technology and online note-taking to help me not have to worry about lugging around 6 different notebooks every day. So what I did was I got a iPad, not the iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad Mini, nothing, just called the iPad. It is actually so inexpensive in comparison to what I thought an iPad would be worth. Like an iPhone, your regular iPhone is like $1,000 plus. This iPad, just the regular iPad on Best Buy as of June 2020, is $275, which I think is a crazy good deal. And it just has made my life so much easier, which is why I also really think it's a good investment to make if you use Apple products. And I use the Apple Pencil and use the app OneNote just to like take notes on my iPad. And it's really nice using OneNote as your online note-taking software because it is compatible with pretty much any device you can name. For instance, I have my notes for this video on my iPhone and I type them up on my laptop using OneNote. So it's really nice because it automatically updated on my iPhone, so even if I don't want to carry it on my laptop, I'll be able to see my notes on my phone. And then you're also able to draw on OneNote by using an iPad, or any kind of Microsoft tablet would also work as well. So yeah, I used an iPad to decrease the amount of stuff that I have, but honestly, you could use any kind of tablet, laptop. Just investing in a good note-taking software can really change the game in terms of not having to carry around a lot of stuff or worry about whether or not you have all of your stuff in the morning when you're trying to get ready to leave for your classes. Another recommendation that I have is to look out for ebooks instead of getting physical copies of your textbooks whenever possible. I know some people prefer the physical copy, but I just think that ebooks are so much cheaper. It is just worth it to get the ebook and save money. So you can get ebooks from Amazon, but you can also get them cheaper from other websites as well. So I would just really recommend to do research into that and look out for ebooks whenever you're shopping around for textbooks, because that can save you a lot of money and you don't need to worry about lugging a heavy textbook around all day, which really helps too. Ebooks are also really nice because they're pretty compatible across the board, whether you want to use them on your laptop, phone, or tablet too. So that's another benefit. It just gives you extra flexibility. So even if you don't have a tablet or if you don't have like a laptop that works well for you, you can probably look at it on any kind of electronic device that you have. My second recommendation for staying organized in college is trying your best to keep an up-to-date calendar with all of the different things that you need to do on it. I was never really the biggest calendaring kind of person, especially before coming to college, just because I kind of knew where I had to go at what time, and I didn't feel the need to like obsessively list all the things that I need to do. But especially after going to college, I've gotten so much busier and I have a lot of different things planned like weeks ahead of time that I might just forget about when the event comes. So I found it really handy to just really focus on making sure every single time I have a certain task that I hear about, I make a mark on my Google Calendar to make sure that I don't forget about it. And another thing that has really helped me as a Apple user is connecting my Apple Calendar with my Google Calendar, because then I don't need to keep track of where my calendar events are going. So I will keep a link down below that has a tutorial of how you can connect your calendars with each other, because that has really helped me. My third tip when it comes to calendaring is to check out the all-day banner feature on Google and Apple calendars. I really like it because sometimes you don't really have like a certain time in mind for something that you need to note on a certain day, but you just want to make sure you remember it. And it really helps to have banners across the top of your day so you don't forget whatever you want to remember. My third recommendation for staying organized in college is to find a way to keep track of your daily tasks that works well for you. This ties into what I was talking about regarding the calendar system that I made for myself, because I used to use just the all-day banner feature to keep track of homework deadlines as well as when I have exams or when I want to get a reading done for a class, anything like that. But it ended up that I really don't prefer that method a lot, because especially around midterms and finals, having that as the only way to keep track of the tasks that I have can get really overwhelming when I already have a ton scheduled on my hour by hour for my calendar. It's just a lot to look at. So I would really recommend checking out a software/app called Notion. A really good friend recommended it to me, and I really like it because it's kind of like a Slack channel but for your life. And they have a lot of really great graphics and setups to be able to organize all of your information in one place. It's honestly not like anything that I've ever seen before. So I will leave a link down below so you can check out Notion. I'm a new user to it, so I can't really tell you everything about what it does, but hopefully you can check it out for yourself and you'll be able to see that it is a really interesting app that is a great way to keep track of your daily tasks. I know that a lot of people also really like using a physical planner to keep track of their tasks. And this is a physical planner that I really like. It's a daily planner right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. But I got this from Urban Outfitters actually, which sounds really funny. But I was on the lookout for a planner that would just work really well for me, because I personally don't prefer to have like the day or month at the top of my pages, just because maybe I don't have any plans for a weekend or I'm on holiday and I just don't want to write in my planner, then I'm wasting pages inside of my planner if there's the dates on here. I really recommend this. If it is in stock, I will put it in the description box down below as well. My fourth tip for staying organized in college is to try to maintain a clutter-free work area in your room. I have had periods in college where I was always super neat and made sure to clean up my desk every single day before I went to bed. And I've also had times where I just let my books pile up on my desk or let my makeup stuff just sit around on my desk. And I just found that when I have a clean, open desk area to just sit down and work, I am so much more productive because I don't need to think about all of the different things that I need to put away or get out of my way before working. So some people swear by always going to the library to study, but I think that, no matter what, sometimes you're going to want to look over notes before an exam or look over a paper before you submit it. And it's always good just to have a open and clean space in your room to be able to focus and grind out anything that you have to do without having to worry about anything else. My 5th tip for staying organized in college is to plan out when you are going to complete your assignments at the beginning of the semester. This is what I do, and it has really worked for me. So I just sit down with all of my syllabi for my different classes at the beginning of the semester, and I put into my Google Calendar when all of my deadlines are, such as midterms, finals, essays, etc., and as well as homework assignments if they give you all the deadlines. And then what I do is I also keep track of smaller benchmarks such as readings as well as optional homework assignments. And that just really helps me stay on track because in college, pacing yourself is just so important, and it's really easy to procrastinate on smaller assignments like readings or optional homeworks, and then it'll make midterms and finals more overwhelming. And so I find it really helpful to make small benchmarks for myself to keep track of how I'm progressing through the class and making sure that I don't lose track of what work I have to do for my classes. I would also really recommend prioritizing what assignments you want to do first depending upon how long you think it'll take for you to complete them. For example, if you're really great at writing and you think that you can write out an essay super quick, I would probably allocate a little bit less time to that and a little bit more time to a subject that you might have a harder time with, such as maybe your math homework. My 6th and final tip for how to stay organized in college, which I think is so important, the most important tip that you can take away from this video, is to make sure that you set aside time to take care of yourself. I think that taking care of yourself can mean a lot of different things for different people. For me, I tried to take a 30-minute break before eating dinner, and I also have recently, kind of like in the past year, made a policy where I don't stay in the library later than midnight any night. And that has just really helped me because I want to prioritize my sleep and my wellness, and it gives me more time to relax. And then when I'm studying for my classes in college, I actually feel a lot more focused because I've had a good night's sleep, so my mind isn't stressed out. And I also feel like I'm way more productive and it takes me less time to complete my assignments since I have been taking care of myself and I'm not distracted when I'm at the library. I think that, you just kind of need to think about what you want more of in your life, whether that is you want to take care of your skin more, or if you want to work on your hobby, like play your instrument more, anything really, and try to set some time apart from your schedule to just focus on what will make you happy instead of just thinking about what's next, which can be really easy to fall into in college when there are so many obligations that you have with school, and then there's so many fun social events that you can do too, and everything in between. So just really, I hope that you remember to take care of yourself because that's the most important thing in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe to my channel. I am new to YouTube, but I'm going to be making a lot more videos about college, life as a young adult, and personal finances, as well as much more. And thank you so much for watching my video.